Hello, good morning. So I've decided to actually make some progress, or to be able to actually make some progress on this in a timely fashion. Cross stitching going to be the Monday stream for a while. Also, because it's just a nice, chill morning thing to do. So yeah, this is where we left off last time. I did pull the stitches that were. Oh, I'm a bit quiet. That's probably because I have my mic set up weirdly. Hang on. I'll crank up my mic some. It's hard to angle it to talk into it well because of my jank setup here. But yeah, hopefully that's better. So yeah, like I was saying, this is going to be the Monday stream for a while, so we can get some progress done on this because we have a lot to go yet. The stuff that we did last time that was off a stitch, I went ahead and pulled that all out, so that's all taken care of and set to redo. And now we're just gonna pick a color and keep on filling in. For those unfamiliar, we are cross-stitching our place from Reddit. We have been assigned a square to work on, and that's what we got here. Ah, yes, thank you. Alright, so let's take a look at what the color is that kind of outlines this character here. Couple of splash marks. That's Canary Deep. 972. Dive into the box. So thread here. Hey, it's right on top. Let me know if music volume needs tweaking or anything like that too. I've got the Murlocs on this morning. I queued up a few of their albums all in a row, so that should keep us set for a couple hours. All right. As usual, we're doing our loop start here to make it nice and easy to get a clean starting point and anchor the thread nicely. Assuming I can thread my dang needle. Alright, I'm gonna get this started, enjoy my messy desk for a sec here. Alright, we got our thread started. Oh no, not mess. Yeah. It's actually the sort of cleanish part of it, so, you know. No actual judgment. Been trying to get a little bit better, but And as usual, don't mind random sing-along, because that will happen. Don't jump the gun. Wipe down the place, keep your computer before putting it back today. That's cleaning? That is cleaning. Especially areas where there's usually something sitting. While you have a moment while it's clear. Yeah, that's good cleaning. I recycled some of the empty cans on my desk this morning to make room for cross-stitching. That counts, right? Signs of mice? Yeah, cleaning real good in that case. Generally, if you don't give them anything to eat, they will move along. Unless they're really established. All right, that does it for the gold on that little section there. Go ahead and tie that off. I think this is my favorite track off this album. I am a snake in the grass, trying to slither past. I'm going to be seeing this band live later this year in Minneapolis. I'm very excited. Especially since two of the members are in Giz who are always touring, so it's when they get a chance to actually tour as well. Okay, let's see here. Also, they're in Australia, so it's not like it's a super easy jaunt to travel stateside. Also, the tickets were absurdly cheap, which I'm very happy about. Like, they were way cheaper than I was expecting. Yeah, the venue I'm seeing him at wasn't through Ticketmaster, which helps. So we didn't have the, like, 300% markup for Ticketmaster fees. But yeah, it was like $20 a ticket. It's a small club, standing room, general admission, but that's fine. And I'm going to the show with a friend in Minneapolis who I haven't seen in a while. So that's also exciting. Because the closest they were coming for the Murlocs was either Minneapolis or Chicago, and I'm not a big fan of traveling in Chicago, so I haven't been to Minneapolis, but I will have been there once by the time I go to this show, because I'm going to see King Giz in Minneapolis a month or two before that. And then Ghost is coming to town. I got shows coming up. I'm excited. I don't remember who's opening for these guys if they have an opener. Mutual friend said she'd keep you in mind for future cat sitting times. I'm not surprised. Looked like Abby was warming up to you near the end there. Fluffy baby. Oh, remind me and I'll share the pictures of me trapped under two different cats checking in on a friend's yesterday. You willing to spend the night in the bathroom with her the night of the storm? Yeah. She's a good girl, just very shy. Hopefully, if plans for a friend work out and they get along nicely, that'll help. Oh, thank you, friend. Thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate it. Enjoy access to all of my adorable emotes because they're amazing and I love them. Oh, also, I don't think I mentioned it last stream. We're gonna have another Sellout Sunday. It might not be on a Sunday. It might be in one of my regular stream times. But we do have another sponsored stream coming up. I accepted an offer from Star Trek Fleet Command, which is apparently a 4X mobile Star Trek game, so I'm intrigued. That should be a fun time. It's a stream that game for at least a couple hours and promote it for another couple with regular programming, so I'll get that figured out. But should be a fun time. I'll keep y'all updated. I've actually heard really good things about that one. Can't get the vid to play. Oh no! Try refreshing. Not that you can hear me, unless you can just hear the audio. Hang on, my keyboard's super buried. Oh, VPN. Twitch does not like VPNs. That is probably your issue. Twitch super, super does not like VPNs. I know it causes a lot of issues. I'm gonna get my little cross stitch I missed there. Thank you, Cherry. That's much faster than me trying to type that out. My keyboard is up back here, so it's kind of buried behind the box I have this perched on. Oh, you could see it when I moved the thing. So I see one stitch I didn't cross quite correctly, or I didn't finish. So I'm gonna get that while I'm looking at it. Did you get it figured out? Did turning off the VPN do it? Yeah, you might have to disable it for the duration of being on Twitch. Even if you get it to work, um, for Twitch, it sometimes when you have VPNs, even if you are subscribed or whatever, it'll give you like triple ads. I don't use a VPN, but it's something that I've seen come up. Okay, I crossed our little spot we missed last time, so that's all squared up. Ha 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 ha. Lol. Let's get this little bit here. 3809, very dark turquoise. So this. Hey, it is this. Sometimes we get it in one. And we've almost got a second full square done here. That's awesome. Progress indeed. Well, I mean, that's kind of why I'm doing this as a just the Monday morning stream for a while, so we can actually make some progress. And like I said, it feels like a good Monday morning hangout stream. Chill with some crafts and music. Hydrate. Alright, I'll just leave that there. Stay. That never works. I've got some sparkling water here. Said Twitch hates VPNs. Probably because it's territory-based advertising. And sometimes if a territory doesn't have an ad to serve, you don't get ads, so people might be spoofing areas that don't have ads to serve. I don't know. That's just my guess. Oh, I think it also has to do with the regional sub pricing. Where they did a thing where instead of the cost of a sub locally being based on how strong it is or how weak it is to USD, where they do a regional adjustment. Also, it's owned by Amazon, so who knows? Oh yeah, Twitch got bought by Amazon a while ago. That's why the Prime subs are, the free subs are with Amazon Prime. It was a few years ago, I want to say. Hey Mary, how's it going? Welcome on into chill cross-stitching and music, which is the new Monday morning stream for a while as we work on our place square, and maybe beyond that if it remains popular. It's going. Yeah, about the same. Like, this'll take me a little while, but when we finish this up, if we like Monday crafting and music, I may continue that. In which case I may look into a better camera for it, but we'll see. That costs money. Progress! There we go. This little fruit fly is driving me bonkers. Alright, I'm gonna tie off this one here. Monday music and make stuff. Huh. Now I feel like I need to learn macrame. Just because it starts with M. I do not need another craft and all of the supplies that come along with that. Yep. ADHD crafting is a thing. Fortunately, some of the crafts have persisted pretty well. Cross-stitching's been a few years. Because I think the variety of patterns is good, and I can do little bitty ones. Okay, let's grab the next color we want to use. Cranberry medium. We have 69 stitches of that one. Nice. That is 602. You're not cranberry medium. 6:02, is that what I said? Yes, it was. Haha. There's also a game coming out on the 11th, I think I want to pick up and stream. Cult of the Lamb. It's being... Can you cross-stitch funny sayings and stuff? Oh, yes. Very much so. In fact, I've done some... Oh yeah, that's pretty common, because cross-stitch was a lot of times the, like, nice home saying sort of thing, or upbeat sort of thing, or quotes, but yeah. But yeah, Cult of the Lamb looks very much up my alley, and it's got some fun Twitch integration. I don't know how it'll work with not with a small Twitch chat, but we'll find out. Y'all can be followers in my cult. I think the 11th is a Thursday, so that would be the Thursday stream at a start. Alright, let's get this color started here. Yeah, that's one that if you are interested in checking it out, I definitely recommend watching it live, because I am going to try out the Twitch integration for sure. Because why not? And rehearsing a reason not to. Yes, this Thursday, the 11th. That'll be 6 o'clock my time, Central Standard. So I think that's an hour off of you in a direction. I hope new job's been going well for you. And no pressure, but do let me know when you are feeling comfortable to do a board game stream again. I'd still love to. I know that won't be for a bit because you're getting your regular streaming back on track. That's totally cool. Just wanted to let you know that I am still open to that, even though it's been a little bit. It was a lot of fun. Oh, how did you like Stray, by the way? I know you played that one through. I popped in a little bit to say hi, but I knew I was going to be playing it, so I didn't stick around. Also, I don't have a shout out command, but if you're hanging out, you should check out Mary Shmoo. She has awesome streams. You didn't like it? That's alright, not everything's for everyone. It got a lot darker than I was expecting. Yeah, it did not match the tone that it started with. I'm sure that definitely put some people off of it. Fortunately, I liked the tone it settled into, but I could definitely see it putting people off. Imagine DLC of just the outside. I would buy and play that DLC. Love being a cat and chill. Yeah. If you haven't played Cat Lateral Damage, you would probably like that. It is like peak being a cat. You are a cat and you are running around trying to knock things onto the ground. It's a lot of fun. They have a Remeowstered edition that I highly recommend. Because I streamed both the first one and the Remeowstered edition, and they were an absolute hoot. Back and forth repetitive task puzzles, action parts, less your thing. That's fair. That's sometimes my thing. Um, depending on how it's set up. I really enjoyed the Robot Friends. The cat friends were great. I don't know how much that would sustain for a length of time. I kind of want to recommend Tokyo Jungle to you, but I don't know if you'd like that one for sure. That's on my I should stream it list. Maybe I'll boot that one up tomorrow. Get the PS3 hooked up to the capture card. Oh yeah, I have to do it via the USB one. Didn't like It Takes Two and it won a prize. Winning a prize doesn't mean I'll like a game. It Takes Two didn't super look like my jam. Quick spot check, make sure I'm still in the right spot here. Excellent. But Mary, if you don't make when I do play Tokyo Jungle, I'll make sure to shoot you a link to the VOD when I get it on YouTube, because I think that's one that if you haven't played it, you would find interesting. I don't know if it's one you'd enjoy playing or not, but it's one you might enjoy. It's a animal survival game in post-apocalyptic Tokyo. We're playing as different animals, and the different, like, herbivores have a different play style than carnivores. It's a tough game. I still haven't beaten the campaign because it's got one of the chapters is heavy stealth, and as we've discussed, I am absolute garbage toilets at stealth. But yeah, it was only on PS3, I think. I don't think it's been on anything else. It got a little bit of press, but it was overall a pretty obscure little indie game. But yeah, I'll spend some time tomorrow and figure out how to get the PS3 to capture. Because I'm pretty sure that one I need to bust out the USB capture. Because it's got the HDMI protection that you can't turn off console side. So I can't plug it directly into my capture card via HDMI like I would for every other system with an HDMI port. Which is one of the reasons I picked up that USB capture. The other one was so I could play systems that were pre-HDMI. This is a lot of people's favorite song by this band. It got a little bit of play on, like, independent radio. We are listening to the Murlocs today, by the way. I queued up a few of their albums in a row. Well, on, hold me rolling on, rolling on, rolling on to your love God. Well, on, hold me rolling on, rolling on, rolling on to your love God, rolling on. Rolling on. All right, continue on with our, what was it, medium cranberry? Yes, okay. All right. To your love gone. Do a quick spot check, count, make sure we're still where we need to be. Should be 4 from here. Excellent. Right, and then hop up a couple rows. Another couple stitches after this, and we'll move on to another color. Feels like we're making some good progress already today. There we go. Also, I'm pleased with how well this stand has worked out. Alrighty, let's see. Let's see what goes right here. In the middle I've made there. Couple stitches of... Oh no, we did that one already. So it's 5 of that one. So let's grab that. That's black. I think black is still hiding under here. The ones that I haven't bobbinated, which is most of them. Because I keep forgetting to get more bobbins. Also still using my late trainer box to hook everything into. If it mostly works, it mostly works. Alright, let's get this looped through here. Sorry, I'm trying not to bump stuff too much, but I still have a super awkward setup to make it work. What's nice about this sort of frame is if it starts getting a little loose, just turn the clips a bit and get your tension back. After last stream, I actually reseated it onto the frame to get my maximum area for being able to do that. Back of this piece is going to be a mess because we keep doing it just by a little chunk. That's okay. It's the front that matters. I'm making the front tidy. Attempting anyway. Alright, that's it for that little section of black. Let's get this secured and grab our next section. It's only going to be a couple stitches. Further down in this pattern, we'll hit large chunks of the same color. But this section is a lot of stop and start. It's got little bitty bits. I mean, there was a lot of that in place because it was a lot of highly contested territory. Oh, honey, let me down nightly. Oh, it's funny, funny how you treat me nicely. Welcome back. 3716. It's this one. Alright, couple stitches of this. Let me down lightly now. Welcome back. I might have already said that. I don't remember. Got caught up in the music. Yeah, Gish just wrapped up actually. It was this previous week. I did a few things. Just a few this year. I did I embroidered a dragonfly onto a hosta leaf. And by embroidered, I mean did some real basic back stitching, and then I hot glued a whole bunch of candy to a wall to make wings. I still have to get that hot glue off that wall because it's the wall outside work. Say. Yes, it's still there. I forgot my hairdryer to try to help remove it. I might try the heat gun on low temperature and hope that there's no fire. I'll get to it. And it's between us and the dispensary, so as opposed to us and the frame shop who doesn't care and the cosmetic shop who, had they noticed, would probably have given me a hard time about it. But they didn't, so the owner of the frame shop actually had no idea what I was doing, but pulled up to specifically tell me it looked awesome. Alright, we got our 2 stitches there done. Your pizza hat was awesome. Although the way you phrase that makes it sound like you made crossover fanfiction for the pizza hat, which I kind of love the idea of, I'm not gonna lie. Adventures of Pizza Hat. Interdimensional traveling pizza hat. Kind of like magic fan lore with the planeswalker who has the dog that planeswalks with them. There's a fun theory that it's the dog that's the planeswalker and bringing the kid with him. All right, let's see here. Yeah, you wrote that in a real hurry. It was very impressive. All right, let's get a handful of stitches of dark garnet. Mm. This is a way longer piece of thread than I need for this, but it's what was already cut, so. Oh, there must have been a knot in it when I unwound it. I was trying to figure out why I had a cut piece of it when we haven't used this color yet, but yeah. When I was spooling it, it must have knotted. I do my best to untangle the knots and keep it a continuous piece, but after enough fighting, I'll just give up and trim it. I had to remember to check the, someone put together an atlas for our place that links and gives info about the different pieces of art and what community they're from, etc. Because I'm not sure what these two are from, but they're adorable. Eh. And go up a little bit. Alright, that does it for that chunk there. A lot of color changes in this corner. It's not all confetti, at least. Most of the colors have at least a small chunk of stitches. Alright, let's see here. Okay. Welcome back. That's a good question. So with Twitch, when I play music like this, technically I can get a DMCA while I'm live. It's unlikely, but I do run that risk. Twitch has an audio track that will specifically play live, but not save on the VOD. So I have it actually set up. So it's playing the music in the channel for that, but I had to do some shenanigans on the software end to make it so I could hear it too without it playing to the desktop. So I have a virtual soundboard because I don't have a hardware one, and then a virtual auxiliary cable, and then I have the cable plug or that source playing to the music channel, and then also playing specifically into a speaker output on my board, so it plays directly to the speaker without going through the desktop audio. There's a bunch of tutorials out there for it. To blame but myself for its natural instinct to act defensive when you're a problematic subject. Just deciding what section I want to go to next here. Oh, I don't know if Tony has it set up the same way. Some people will do that and just not have the VOD save. Because I know sometimes Twitch will mute, and sometimes it'll just straight copyright strike, which is fair, because it is technically a thing. Bright Turquoise Light 554. Let's do that one. Is it this? Yeah, I don't know how it works in Streamlabs, but in vanilla OBS, it's in the audio setup for the actual channel, or for my audio channel setup. 554 is the number of stitches, not the name of the floss, not the color of the number of the floss. Haha, 3846 is the number I actually need. I did have it the first time. When you're a problematic subject. Actions irrelevant. I'm setting by what I represent. This is the second most recent Murlocs album, Manic Candid episode. I really dig their most recent one. I have it, but it's on CD, not on download, and I lent the CD to my dad, so I don't have it currently. Or it's in the car. Either way, for the physical CDs, I have to plug in my USB CD player. Figured I'd run through the stuff that's I already have in a digital format first. Because I'm old-fashioned and don't really stream music. For the most part, the stuff that I have digital downloads of are the albums that were only on Bandcamp as digital or vinyl, and not a CD release, so listen to my dad rock like a dad on CD. I can put into my car. Before it's all forgotten, I played my last hand, but surely I can make it withstand. I played my last hand, but surely I can make it withstand. Probably my second favorite track off this album. Give it a chance. It also makes it easier to listen to my dad rock in dad fashion, which is full albums. I'm very weird. I'm very, very tech savvy for things that I deem that I need to be, and ignore everything else. I wonder if that's part of the ADHD as well. Probably. I've been calling, what's the problem? Are we starting to? There's an elephant in the room and I don't know how to make it move. All day long it just sits and waits to disapprove. I've been on for substitute discussion. Call it what you want, but don't call it nothing. I claim my last hand, but surely I can make it withstand. I claimed my last hand, but surely I can make it withstand. Sometimes our areas do choose us, it's true. Withstand, give it a chance. Not a chance. Apologies to anyone listening to the VOD when it gets to, or especially when it gets to YouTube, of me just quietly singing along with no backing track. At least I'm singing on key. Not that you'd know without a backing track. Logic. Don't worry about it. I'm just trying to be observant. Good at coding, but not tech savvy. That's a different kind of savvy. Whereas I'm good with hardware, but absolute garbage at coding. The closest I got to coding that I enjoyed was ActionScript, which is the Flash scripting language. But that's completely antiquated now. And wasn't really coding, so yeah. I did take a Visual Basic class in high school and absolutely hated it. I was good at troubleshooting it, but the actual programming I wasn't so good at. But I worked well with my friend as a partner. I did a lot of the outlining, and then she did most of the coding of it, and then I went through and did the troubleshooting. I even got a rudimentary error message in one of our programs. I think it was like a matching game. And it helped me find a bug. But no, I did not like Visual Basic. I was okay with markup with HTML, but CSS I never really got into either. Mostly I just learned HTML to be able to make things look nice because the GUI interfaces at the time were all garbage. Heaven help you if you wanted frames and didn't know how to do it in markup. And even if you did know how to do it in markup, heaven help you if you wanted frames. JavaScript was just starting to become big in web stuff. Um, when I wasn't really doing web stuff anymore. Hello! Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. And yeah, um, I figured streaming it on my channel would be a good way to promote the project and also be a fun way to show progress on it. I'm going to be doing every Monday currently. I've basically changing over my Monday morning stream to this for a bit to make some progress. I do have the VODs on YouTube. I'm going to see, I'll probably hit up the Discord and see if someone wants to do a time lapse to use also to help promote, but yeah. Oh, hello, Big Boss Sons. Welcome on in. Yeah, we are. So I've decided that I'd done a couple bonus streams of Stitching Place and decided it should be the Monday morning for a while because it's nice and chill. We gonna craft, we gonna listen to some music. I think I actually turned on embedding and stuff for the VODs on YouTube for these videos specifically. It does not save the music, so they won't get muted or anything. So, Floof, if you're still here, if you want to use those for anything, just let me know. I can get you files or whatnot. If you do exclamation point VOD, that'll give you a link to my YouTube VOD channel. It starts in the morning? Yes. Excellent, thank you. I'd love that the Raid Shadow Legends stream is what actually taught me how to... or got me to learn how to use the chat commands and stuff with my bot. Oh, also, anyone that wasn't here at the start, we are going to be doing another sponsored stream coming up. I don't know what day that's going to be on, but it's going to be within the next week or so. I was approached by Star Trek Fleet Command. It's a 4X strategy mobile game that actually I've heard really good things about. So we're going to be playing that. Feel free to join me for that and play for a bit. I'll be getting some sponsorship funds for that if people do. But more importantly, it looked fun, so. The selling out will continue until morale improves. Or, you know, the selling out will just continue as I get good offers that seem fun. I've turned some down. Won't be working next Mondays? Oh, fun. That's not where I wanted that to go. There we go. Already crawling back into my comfort zone. I don't think it's Tiny Batman. Hang on, let me finish the stitch. I'm done with this section. So what I'll do is I will tie off this stitch. I'm going to stretch a little bit and I'll grab the place atlas and take a look. Yeah, I gotta make sure I take quick breaks here and there. Because I'm sitting in a specific position more than usual to make sure I'm staying in frame with this. Alright, let's see here. See what part of my desk isn't taken over by bits of embroidery floss. This is the place atlas. It is real impressive. I am about 3/4 of the way down on the far right side is where my piece is. You can see it by the big dark side of the moon rainbow. That's part of my section. The second half there. So it's not actually tagged, so I'm not sure. The guys next to it are streamer 5 up, a stack of leaflings, so they're adorable little plants. So I'm not sure if that's a Batman or if it's part of that or if it's part of what's above it. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's not tagged. We've got the outline of some Yakuza next to us, though, that we're going to be going into. But I grabbed this square because it was available. And also I figured the big rainbow for Dark Side would be fun. Wow. No, come back. There we go. Pull my pattern back up. That's slightly important. Oh, here I can show the... It's in black and white, but this is what the section I'm stitching looks like. There, you can kind of see it. This is how much we've gotten done. This little corner here. Uneven colors are Rondo. It's a patch 22, and it's not helping the issue. Alright, let's see. What do we have next here? Some more of this bright red. 2% done, 98% to go. Yeah, that's about it. This is the whole section I've got gridded out in 10 by 10 chunks. We have 2 squares fully done, and closing in on a third done. As we get older, we tend to forget. Yeah, let's do some more of this red. Get a nice long section going here. 310, I think that was. 150. Bright red. There it is. Found it. 150. I have to restart working. Well, hope your work goes well. It was nice seeing ya. Yeah, lurk away. I never mind lurkers. Let's keep on running, 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 running away. No way. You have a wonderful day as well. I'll try to remember to share pictures of the Gish projects I was telling you about in your Discord. No promises. I'm bad at Discord. SKDM. Alright, let's get this started. Kinda slow at checking is an understatement. At least I check. I used to really not. I've gotten infinitely better at Discord, which should tell you how abysmal I was at it before. Which is why my stream doesn't have one. I don't have the time, patience, or knowledge, or technical know-how to even begin doing that. Think about these things around me. Maybe if I get big enough that someone volunteers to run a Discord server, then I'll have one. But oof. Yeah, I'm sure it's not that hard to set up a server if you have the knowledge of how it functions and familiarity. It's one of those platforms I can interface with on the bare minimum level to do what I need to do, and that's it. Similarly with TikTok, because we have a TikTok for work, and I know how to sort of make them and how to post them and check for DMs. That's it. And that took someone actually like showing me how to do it. Yeah, Work's got a TikTok. There is some stuff we've done specifically for it, but it's a lot of cross-pollination with our Instagram and Facebook videos. But yeah, I've actually made several TikToks. They are very silly, as I'm sure you can imagine. The last one I may have made a actual like outline. There's a word for it. I can't think of the word for it, but I drew out like the camera movements and storyboard. I storyboarded it like 30-second TikTok because I'm me. Prefer Tic Tacs? Yeah. Okay, so this needs to go here. Should be 3 spaces. Yes, excellent. Okay, this one I can't really sing along to because Ambi's range is much lower than mine. Like, I'm pretty sure this is near the bottom of his range, but the bottom of his range is lower than the bottom of mine. Sometimes it do be like that. Some Sarah may have lived under the radar. Some Sarah may have a bulletproof karma. Hang on, I need to count. Did I mess something up? No, no, I did not. Excellent. I don't think. I did, but it's very easily fixed. Okay. I just need to pull this last stitch I did. This is why I check frequently. Okay. So redo this one. Immediately lose my place on the pattern. This is fine. There we go. This is what I needed to do. I was off a row. And then I can hop to here and fill in this one. All right. So then we put this at an angle to that. Everything's straight. I want to talk about this disarray. It's got the tone of each and every one, so don't go again. Remember you're lonely. You. And now we go over along this line for quite a while. I don't know if it goes across my whole section. I'm going to stop when I get to the end of this page, so I have less chance of miscounting across pages if I just do it page by page. Dun, dun. To that end, I might just go to the end of the piece of thread and come back when I have some more filled in for give me good reference points. So I'm less likely to miscount. And again, if this were just a personal project, I wouldn't care so much if I mess up. I'd just modify and adapt and keep going. But since this is for archival, if I mess up, I will go back and fix it. I'd tear out a chunk of black around here. You can see the holes are a little stretched out because I'd already stitched them where I was off a bit. So, tore it all out. Not a big deal. Easy enough to fix. This is my favorite track off this album. This video is an absolute hoot. Highly recommend. Switch. Let's make it last. I'm still wasting time. The afterglow will shine. Oh, that's ours. Yeah, so I think this will go way across, but I'm gonna wait until I have better reference around it. I'll come back to that. Just a safer way of poking away at the sections like this. Okay, let's see here. Suffer immensely. Alright, so I've got a little chunk, then a single stitch. Let's do a little chunk here. More parrot green. 907. 913. I can't afford to even try. I'm still wasting time. The afterglow will shine. But sorry, I'm left to risk. I'm still wasting time. The afterglow will shine. No buts or ifs. I'll take the list. Start poking together Discord server. I don't want to put that on anyone at this point. Because that would be no use at it. I would just come in and attempt to, like, interact once in a while. And I wrote snake eyes. Mm-hmm. I would be a rare celebrity sighting. I'd be a cryptid of my own Discord server. I'm still wasting time. The glow will shine. The glow will shine. Eh, maybe if when I get a bit bigger and there's more call for it, I feel like it would be pretty quiet at this point. Especially without me in it super actively. How long have I been streaming on Twitch? Over a year. Somewhere between 1 and 2 years, question mark? Something like that. Time is fake. Yeah, but sometimes we need that sense of relativity. I primarily stream video games. But since I'm doing the Our Place project and needed some structured time to work on it so it actually gets done, I am using my Monday slot for stitching for the foreseeable future. And then depending on how people like music and chill and craft, I may continue with it. Even after this is done. But yeah, right now it's Monday morning is cross-stitch and music. And then Tuesday and Thursday evening is video games. Usually indie or retro shenanigans. I also put all of my... Actually, if you want to see how long I've been streaming on Twitch, I put my VODs on YouTube. And I put the original air date in the description, so we could probably figure this out pretty easily. By looking at the first Darkest Dungeon video and seeing what it says the original air date was. The project I'm currently working on, if you hit exclamation point place, thank you, KDM. It is, so Reddit had the Place project for the second year in a row on April 1st. It's basically kind of a big community art project thing where people could click on a spot on a grid and change the color, and communities banded together to do art for it and try to protect it. And the cross-stitch subreddit went, hey, that's already basically a grid. So, some people who are way more organized than I will ever be in my life got a pattern put together, picked colors, and all that jazz, and allotted it out in sections. So I am working on a single square of the overall place canvas, and then there's going to be people from different regions collecting all of the... they'll be mailed out and be compiled, and then there's going to be a different group of volunteers to actually assemble them all together. It's going to be a massive, big thing. I don't know if they landed on what the final fate of it is going to be. I know there was talks of some sort of charity thing with it. I think there's definitely going to be some like charity auctions of specific chunks of it. Like people are doing separate community sections for that. I think they were looking into Pop Culture Museum. I think there's a couple of them that like Modern or Pop Culture Museum as a resting place for the whole thing. But yeah, hang on, I'm gonna get some more music going here. We made it through our 3 albums I had queued up. And then I will hydrate. And also stretch. Let's see here. Oh, right, I moved my music to the secondary hard drive so Media Player doesn't see it yet. Ooh, let's get some U-Not going. I'll just queue up a couple of his albums in a row because they're shorter. There. That should get us through the stream there for sure. And then some. Alright, stretch and hydrate. Ooh. Okay. The finished big piece is going to be the final canvas of our place. I don't have that handy, but I can give you the Atlas link, which will be kind of close. Only because I have it open right now. This is the atlas that someone put together with the finished canvas, and then links to where and then it calls out the different where the references basically. I'm doing the square that's about, I want to say 3/4 of the way down on the far right hand side. If you see the big dark side of the moon rainbow, I've got the second half of that. Where's my taskbar? Come back. There we go. Get my pattern back up here. Okay. Otherwise, if you go to just our place itself, it should be archived, but there should be some pinned posts with the full canvas. Alright, let's get this tied off here. There's like at least 200 or 300 stitchers working on this. It's a heck of a thing. It's definitely already a chunk done from people who are way faster than me. I was also slow to get started because I wanted to get the streaming set up So I figured it'd be since it was an internet project, it'd be fun to stream stitching it. Okay. But yeah, if you're interested, the Discord, I think they're still doing like little segments that they're going to do like auctions for charity fundraising. I think all the main place segments have been allotted, but there's definitely still ways to get involved on the Discord for sure. It's a very cool project. Hilariously, this is bigger than I usually stitch. I tend to stitch like small sprite projects and usually not full coverage. So, this is a fun challenge. But I can just take it a bit at a time. See, that's how far I've gotten. This is the third stream of it I've done, so just a few hours at a time. My setup is extremely janky, so pardon the stream setup for it. Doing the best with what I got. Let's get this one little stitch here while I'm thinking about it. I need number 237. Got a Pokemon Elite Trainer box full of my floss, so I keep my colors that I know I need for this project separate, so I don't have to keep digging them out of my big organizer. And I haven't dug up a small organizer, so here's where we live with that. Why can't I find this color? Am I looking at the number of stitches again? I am looking at the number of stitches again. I need 913. That's why I can't find it. Aha! A bad habit of looking at the number of stitches and not the number of thread. Because I've got the pattern printed out. Well, I have it mainly printed out for easy reference on my symbols. And then I have the pattern pulled up on my monitor. I'm not used to having this much real estate for just the streaming part of it. Because I'm usually playing a game on one of these monitors. This is wild. I would have more monitors on my desk if I had room on my desk for them. Monitors are not that expensive. But if I get a new desk, I'm getting it to exactly what I want. And at some point, hopefully we're getting a house eventually. So, open for one with a third bedroom that I can just kind of turn into a streaming and crafting studio. So there's no point in digging up a custom desk or digging up a special desk or having one made if it's not purpose-built for a permanent home, so I make do with my 2 monitors. Someday I'll do fancy things like set up hotkeys for my OBS scenes, like most people do immediately because it's convenient. Maybe someday I'll even get a stream deck for basically that. Y'all are lucky to have a background and a logo on this scene. Y'all are lucky I have a scene for this. I'm real piecemeal about my tech. So we're doing just a single stitch here. Fill in this little gap. If I can find... Come on. Ha! Alright. Let's tie off the end. Again, on a personal project, I'd probably go, color next to it's close enough. We don't need this specific one stitch of a different color, but Since it's archival, we're gonna do it properly. All right, one stitch done. Okay, what do we want to do next here? We can fill in the little gaps up here, or do some of this here. This would be kind of the logical next bits to do here. Let's fill in these little bits up here. They've been kind of bugging me. So that is pewter gray dark 413. Is that this one? That's this one. I like when the one I need happens to be on top. Very convenient. Come on, thread. This only wants to separate in chunks of 2 strands and not 1. There we go. We got there. To be smarter than the embroidery floss. Some days, I don't know. Okay. Get our loop start done here. Oops. Drop scissors onto my lap. It's a process. I am using tapestry needles. They're not very sharp. So you actually don't want super sharp needles for cross stitch when you're doing just on the Ida like this. Because with a sharper needle, you're more likely to pierce through the thread, and you don't want that. So this is more likely to go between the thread and just into the hole in the fabric. Not sure if that's the case with the like linen even weave. I have not dealt with that. I'm also not used to working on quite this small of fabric. It's only a little bit smaller than what I normally work on, but since I have to keep it in sort of a very specific position for the camera, it's a little awkward. But hey, we make it work. I do usually work under this light, though, because it's fantastic. Well, it got better once I put it up on the box, so it's at least closer to me. I have this sitting on it. That's why it's a little more wobbly than it would be otherwise, but it's up on a shoebox. It's closer to me and to the camera. Yeah, I'm not, like, super hunched over or anything. Yeah, that's where I want that. Hard to tell with all the black. I understood some of the words in that sentence. I assume it's an anime or a manga. Yeah, got it. Moral victory. See, I'm not so out of touch. I am very out of touch. Don't worry about it. Okay. Then here. I know things. Alright, that's really funny. Drawing a manga and the characters of wildly different heights instead of fixing it, just boxes. That's very silly and I approve. Making some good progress today. Alright, I'm gonna tie this here. Instead of trying to count down, I'll have a little bit of a... Well, it's like 6 stitches. I can probably count it and not have to redo a whole nother piece of thread. Okay. So we have here. One, two, three. Nope, I'm off by one. You know, I'm gonna go with my instinct of just tying off the thread and I'll come back to it. Because otherwise we're gonna get counting errors. We've got lots of embroidery floss. It's not a big deal. Okay, I'm gonna wind up the rest of the piece here. I think I used this color for Live, Laugh, Murder the Universe, which is why I've got a big chunk of it already cut. Oh, excuse me. Okay, let's see here. Just comparing on my pattern to where I'm at, see what I want to grab next for the color. Let's do that color. Canary Bright 973. Is this Canary Bright? Nope, one off. That's Canary Bright. Stupid, slightly smaller than I usually work with needle. I never have this much trouble threading a needle. Don't make me actually bust out a needle threader. There we go. Okay, so is this where my canary yellow starts? Hang on, I think this is wrong. These ones here? I think that's wrong. Yep, these four are in the wrong spot, so I'm gonna have to trim and pull some of that. I'm gonna do that quick, that won't take long. Because that's the end of that piece of thread, so it shouldn't be too bad. Alright, got part of it. Let's get the other part of it. Fortunately, it was at the end of that bit, so should be pretty clean. I'll just pull out this bit, re-anchor the end of the part that's fine, and come back and redo these stitches with a new piece of thread. There we go. That'll be the easiest way to do it. I'm gonna quick pull my canary so I can re-anchor that. Battle the bird colors going here because I'm pretty sure this is the parrot green. Alright, actually what I'm going to do is, because it's a small piece, I'm going to come back. I will do that off stream. I'll anchor that, because I'll probably have to use a, I have a hook that can pull ends. I'll probably have to use that to secure it. Unless I can anchor it solidly under a nearby color, but I'll just leave it on the back for the moment, and I'll take care of that off stream. Okay, let's do our canary yellow. And I discovered it before it got surrounded by other colors, which makes it a lot more annoying to pull cleanly. Not impossible, just more annoying. And also, technically, streaming while doing this means I'm a little more distracted than I normally would be while stitching, so I'm not surprised that I'm messing up a bit here and there, but I'm catching it quick enough, so it's not a big deal. As long as it gets correct in the end, that's the important part. Oh yeah, mistakes will happen. And like I said, I wouldn't normally be so hell-bent on correcting them. Even when I'm doing, like, video game sprites and stuff, it's just like, I'll make it work. It's fine. Alright, so it should be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 more. Okay, perfect. It should be 4 up, or 4 blank, and then there. Perfect. Okay. Still counting. my thread untwist a bit there. Helps reduce knots. And also, the stitches will look nicer if it's not twisted up. There we go. Canary yellow. Get that tied off. I was able to start anchoring that green bit I mentioned before under some other thread. So that'll be good. Okay. Got our canary yellow there. Let's redo that bit of parrot green that we just had to pull. That won't take very long because it's just a few stitches. Okay. Okay, so you can see I was over and down one too far on these. Let's put them where they actually go. Get this anchored. My scissors to figure their life out. You know, normal crafting project steps. The most normal. That's what we are around here all the time. The most normal. Alright, this now lines up with where it's supposed to go. Excellent. Which is ideal for following a pattern. There we go. There's the correct placement for our 4 stitches. All fixed. Alright, we've got a little bit of black that goes in there, so let's grab that. Okay, so this track starting for the music gave me a gut reaction because I used this as a phone ringtone for a number of years. I had a very visceral reaction to that track starting. Made a good ringtone though. Also, it's a real good song. And calling from World Ends With You. Yeah, well, that one you have to do the chorus, the calling, someone is calling. This one I used at the beginning because it made a real good start because it was a little quieter if I could grab it right away if I needed to. And then the synth cut through nicely. For a while I also had the Katamari theme song, which posed a problem when I worked at GameStop and it was on the Xbox 360 demo station. So whenever I heard the beginning of it, I instinctively reached for my phone that was not on my person anyway. I did the text and voicemail notification of the vwom dun 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 of You Made a Star. That made a real good notification sound as well. Alright, we got our little bit of black in there. entertained that my needle is slightly magnetized from being on the needle minder so much. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Let's start doing whatever this clover is. Oh, white. Oh, goody. White on white. Always fun times. Of course I want to hear your plans for future paintings. Kind of silly question is that? For some reason my white is super kind of twisted up, so trying to get it a little under control so it's not an utter nightmare to work with. Just a regular nightmare. One on pillar type things. Yeah, yeah. I can imagine this. I bet it looks really good like that too. Ah. You do more of the Hisuian Pokemon? God, white on white is the worst. One side melee themed, one side Ingo themed. How fun! That should look super rad. I like it. Chandelure is also just a cool Pokemon. So, you know, there's that too. Like 11 canvases. Yeah, that should do you for a bit. I'm sure our mutual friend would absolutely be down for you just coming over to hang out and paint. You're cat sitting, it's easier. Yeah, but even if you're not, I don't think she'd mind at all. Just let her know. Don't have to work using phone as a reference. Fair. I mean, there is a TV. Probably just cast it to there. That sounds like a fun ongoing project because any amount of it that you get will just add more and have it look nice without it being incomplete. You know what I mean? Well, it'd be good practice for color mixing. Alright, that's the end of the white on white for that little bit at least. We will be back white on white. There's over 1,000 stitches total that are just white on this, so yay. Woo. Can you hear how excited I am by that? I mean, it's not as much as black, but yeah. We'll get there. We'll get there. It'll be alright. No need for panicking. I've got a little bit of that color, so let's grab that one. That's Deep Canary 972. I think that's this one. Yep. Don't panic. I'm not panicking. I'm taking it a little bit at a time. Remember your towel, etc. Yep. I mean, this page of the pattern is 42 stitches wide. So maybe we're onto something here. Dang it. Why are you being such pain? We're always onto something. Whether or not it's helpful or something we should be onto is debatable. Alright, let's get this anchored. I'll have to play some temples at some point. They have a song that's either you're either on something or you're on to something, which I think is very clever for a song lyric. That's the chorus. I have to pick up a earlier album of theirs. The one I picked up is okay, but it's almost so polished that it sounds like commercial rock, like kind of what Imagine Dragons does, where it all sounds like songs and advertising, which is fine, but an entire album of that gets to be a bit much for me. I think their previous album was more concepty, for lack of a better descriptor. Like it was more of an album put together as an album as opposed to tracks that are individual and kind of a bit polished for my taste. Still a pretty good album. That's one that Dad definitely has right now, because I figured he might enjoy some of it. Dad and I have very similar music tastes, so we do a lot of swapping stuff back and forth. Oh, awesome. I will take a look at that when I get done. I appreciate it. All right, let's see here. Also cropped out most of the mess. Big mood. All right, let's see here. Let's start this bit. Pewter Gray 169. Nice. This must be another one I used for Live, Laugh, Murder the Universe. I've got a huge piece of it here. Or it's another one that while I was bobbinating it had knots. That's also possible. Okay. So this starts... Come on, here. Get that anchored. Let me skip one. Come on. There we go. And we skip one again. Untwist a bit. Figure I'll finish off this piece of floss and probably call it good for today. So I have a little bit left here. Be a good stopping point. Alright, we'll anchor our end here. Alright, let me bundle up my last bit of gray here. I've got a bunch more of that gray to go in this section here, but we will tackle that next week. We've still got lots to go, but we definitely made some good progress. Here's where we're at here. Kind of doing things on the side but love the jams. Yeah, it's Younat. Younnat. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. But he's done some real good just chill stuff. I don't know how much of it is still online. It's from a while ago. Oop, one sec here. Oh, hey, if we need somewhere else to hang out and chill, I'm gonna throw y'all over to Albino Liger